on the next window, which is parallel to
this
that one.
is Tulum.
They built this,
it was religious mostly. That big one is actually like astronomically, so you can see into it like twice a year, like with the equinox. This is like a good start at the, it's called the Walled City, and this is what's left of it.
Even in the like 1800s, the British crown would come into the Yucatan Peninsula with pirates so that they could trade.
All of it used to have that stucco like it is on that building there, which has come off over time, of course. But it used to be all stuccoed and painted with like red and blue pigments and stuff like that, which would have been a sign of power, to just show how rich and powerful they all were. But here's another angle.
So, for example, jade, you would have to go to the mountains of Guatemala, and turquoise comes from the Four Corners in the U.S. So you're talking about 8,000 kilometers away, and all of it.
So out there's a coral reef, which was called like the fourth wall of Tulum. Unfortunately, we can't go on a beach anymore because it's a turtle nesting area, but still super, super beautiful.
So one of the concessions that the government made was they had to bring a lot of infrastructure from the southeast.
So this here was the trade building. This is where they bring the goods from the beach and weigh and pay their taxes to the government and whatever else for the products. And then up here would be where the religious elites or special people would be.
They figured that that was one of their gods coming down and bringing fertility on the land. So much of the city is dedicated to the sun and to Venus. So you'll see representations of it plastered, especially on top of the entrance. And that's the stucco. So that's the type of facade that used to have.
How long has it all been closed off?
For like humans to go through.
Because when I was there, I've got pictures of us all over it. But I know that it closed at some point. I'm just curious.
I think here it was like 10, 15 years ago, maybe. Oh no, but before people could do anything.
Oh, I know. We climbed all over, and we have pictures of Chichen Itza as well. I have pictures of me probably I was 8 or 10 maybe.
I just saw a movie, a Mexican movie from the 80s.
Yeah.
It's not even about Mayans or anything. It's about people that got stranded on an island, and they have footage of the site and people riding motorcycles around.
Oh yeah.
One.
Yeah.
In this building, you can see some of what remains from it. It's one of the only places that still has a little bit.
And it ain't deal, right?
Yeah, and it had
I was gonna say it hasn't been like a super long time.
They're big. I know. They like the heat that.
So this is what Tulum used to look like. So that's pretty cool. And unfortunately, we can no longer go up onto the archaeological sites. They probably stopped people coming about like 10 years ago or something like that. but it's still pretty cool being able to see all this. Here is another nice view of the ocean down below with a nice beach. But just imagine being here back when this was thriving. You have the beach right there where people are bringing in goods. And then you've got the hierarchy, so you'd have the royal people, you'd have the religious people, you'd have the slaves, you'd have the workers. And then you just have the iguanas chilling all over the place too, which is pretty funny. But this is a really cool place. Love how there's just like iguanas chilling outside of windows, on top of the walls. And it's hard to believe this has been here for so long and it's still in such pretty good condition. Like, it's definitely worn down, but considering what's left, that's pretty amazing. So here's the back of the, I want to say temple or palace or whatever you want to call it. And I believe those lights or those windows at the top are where it would shine through to like the specific place twice a year on the equinox, because just of the way everything was placed. But it's very beautiful. Got another nice little view of the ocean. I mean, the ocean's beautiful. There's just so much sand, which kind of makes it look a little dirty. But oh, this is a really cool historic site. I'm happy to be able to check it out. It's definitely a bit of a bummer that we can't go on it though. It'd be very cool to explore the ruins and whatnot. Some more ruins going on there. Got the beach, and then we've got that guy there. So that's pretty awesome. So this was the original wall of the city. Just kind of keeps on going, but they had some pretty good craftsmanship back then.
About, but not the window, but this section under this. You see how this under this horizontal lines? Is he talking about that section and the horizontal lines, or he's talking about the orange windows?
You're talking about the inside, the big square, not
Like an
the
orange,
bottom.
not the bottom between lines. No?
That is a big one. That is
So there's a good amount of actual like engravings and stuff still on this one. So we got a face on this corner here, which is pretty cool. And then you can actually still see some of the pigments and stuff. Like you can see handprints up there. Almost looks like body handprints. But that's really cool. And those are some really good engravings and just architecture. This one here seems like it's definitely seen better days. Not much left besides some pillars and rock, as opposed to some of the other ones which have some nice engravings and some of the stucco still there. We're on the other side of the like exchange place again, but just seeing the stucco and whatnot is super pretty. So this here is the temple of the wind god, which looks like it's a cult. So right here we've got some miniature temples, and then the big one is the temple of the wind god. Up here we've got another type of structure. Oh, that's funny. People are writing their names in the cactus. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'll have time, but there's more structures over there as well. Looks like they're being redone. So this is the House of the Cenote, which basically was placed directly over a well. So that's pretty cool. And I guess that's just another way into it, because this would have been the walls again. I think this is one of the original pillars. So that's pretty cool. Well, there's the house of the cenote or cenote up there, and then down there is the cenote or cenote, which I believe is a body of water, but they also use it as like a crypt for bodies and stuff, so that's really cool. Well, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Tulum. It was a very cool experience, and really neat seeing all the architecture, learning some of the history about it. But we gotta get on our 3-hour ride back to the resort, and we really don't want to miss our ride, so we gotta rush back now. But some last little looks at the place before we go. Just, you know,